All right. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Let's just get right into it, huh? Right into it. Okay. Make sure. Okay. No, I have not fixed the 5 time on this yet. I was out last night. Actually playing pinball. Turn this down a little too loud. There we go. I did pretty good last night on Foo Fighters. I think it was like a 500 and something million, something like that. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but it was 580 million or something. It was pretty good. Pretty good game. That was about the best I did last night. I had a pretty good Godzilla also. For me, like, I'm not super great at Godzilla. It was like a little over 200 million. So. Right down the middle. It's the worst. Okay. Hello, people on the interwebs. How you doing today? I hope you're happy. Oh, there we go. Oh. Ah, bummer. Okay. Alright. Oh, nice save. Oh, it's gone. Pixelated, how you doing? I played some Foo Fighters Pro last night. It was good. I got a little over. Actually, I took a picture. Let me check here. Oh, 510 million. So, not a billion like I did last week, but still, it's good to see that I'm able to consistently get above 300 million, which used to be my my threshold. Ah, shoot. 210 for you, okay. You should stream Foo Fighters. It's my favorite. I practiced a lot yesterday, trying to figure out the drop targets more. So if I remember correctly, the bomb means if you have a higher upgrade, it's less shots you have to make, I think. And then the shield, is that more time or is the engine more time? And then the other one is how much it is worth, I believe, correct? I'm still trying to learn that. You let me know if I'm wrong. Oh, actually, Jason would know also. Yeah, I'm putting over 500 million every week now. And imagine once I get it. Whew. It's gonna be game over, baby. I hope you're doing well, Jason. I really appreciate the constant support from everybody. I'm gonna see if I can break this 3 million score. Oh no, the flippers died for a second. Ah, uh-oh. I haven't resoldered those yet. Okay. Alright, we need the letter D. Yeah, we need that. That's good. Yeah. I'll look at your chat in a second here, Pixelated. Also, thank you for that email. I appreciate that. I don't know if I replied. I'm sorry if I didn't. But I definitely got it. I haven't even had much time to look at it. But also, actually, Jason, who's on YouTube right now, he was mentioning the same thing, making like a homemade version of the Extreme lights. Whew. Oh boy. Oh! Dang. Alright. Bomb is shots. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. You do the V-pin thing also, don't you? Yeah. You and Jason would be able to talk about the light thing. Engine is faster van. So more distance. Wait, I thought that was bomb. Wait, what do you mean by... Oh, I see. So engine is more time. Speakers is higher score per shot. And then the bomb is actually progressing how far. Man, I had the bomb level on red. And I also had a UFO on red. And I hit New Orleans. And I just hit the button. Boom. Just destroyed it. Like, I was able to save that city very quickly. Got it. Alright, I gotta switch that target. I know I've said this 4 days in a row now. But I need to. Because that would have been a 5 times. Yeah, it's funny how Pixelated and Jason were both giving me information about how to make my own like lights for the machine. We should work together. Make your own company. Okay, 500 is the base, 250 per upgrade, so that could really If you got 2 times scoring on the playfield and all that, that could really change. Yeah, Pixelated and Jason, you guys also own, you both own Foo Fighters. So that's another fun connection. And are probably closer to each other than I am closer to either of you. Is Michigan and Ohio. So. Come on. There. That's the shot that I wanted. Need this A. Oh, that's all I needed. You always do the speakers and engine. Oh, you get them. You don't shoot for them. Got it. Angle plastic trim on Amazon. Yep. Nice. Get the fan fully red, all 3 of them. Get a UFO button charged. Hit the Rockometer. Actually, I need an explanation of the Rockometer. Oh, is that the 2-time playfield? Where it goes up and then back down? I think that's what that is. Hit the Rockometer, playfield bonus, start a mode, hit UFO. Oh, if you do the inlane, then you hit 4-time, right? 900 million. Jeez. Yeah, Pixelated, you'll have to let me know how the test out goes. Oh no! The flipper's lost for a second again. We'll be okay. I think we'll make it through this stream. Just a second, everybody. So here's a question about the 2-time playfield with the Rockometer. Do you have to hit that loop up and then back down, and right here is where you would hit the Rockometer? Or could you hit any shot, and as long as it comes down, the Rockometer on the right, I'm guessing it has to go down and not up, will that count towards 2 times playfield? Oh. Shoot. Anything that goes over the rollover advances it. So is that why people soft plunge it as well? To try to advance that? Because it is a skill shot, but it's not worth as much as hitting the drop targets or obviously your in-lane and out-lane for 2.5 million and 5 million. I know it's for skill shots, but does it also advance the playfield multiplier? So I feel like people shouldn't rest on that playfield multiplier. I think a lot of people do. And that's really how I'm getting more points. Ruh-roh, we're losing the flippers again. And then they came back. Yeah, so there's the battery. I don't really know what the battery does. Do you have to hit the battery and then hit the rockometer, and that's what builds the 2-time playfield and then eventually 3-time? I just need to spend like a lot of time with the game without, like, I love playing it at the arcade, but half the time I can't hear most of the call-outs because of the other machines that are on. Whew. Thanks to everybody who is here. We got Jason and Pixelated Pinball. Definitely go follow Pixelated Pinball. He streams, I believe, every day. And he's on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I should have left that flipper up. Battery is lit by hitting the paddle behind the drop targets. Really? Okay, that makes sense. Also, what is it about you can hit the paddle behind the drop targets if you were to drop one of them or two of them? Are you scoring more points or scoring more towards that upgrade if you don't hit all three and you hit that back paddle? There's something about that, too. Saw that happening. And hits. Let's see. Yeah, there's something to do with it. Doctor, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Ah! Whew. I'm not playing so hot today. But sometimes it's just nice to sit back, not necessarily really care about the game, and just casually play and talk to other people. I should have slap saved, you're right. I guess I could. Dude, Jason, I forgot to tell you, locally, a pinball friend of mine, recently got a Electra and Star Trek, the Next Generation, for $4,000. And that wide-body Star Trek. Woo! Yeah, it's like over $5,000 just by itself. And they're like minty condition. It was somebody selling a 8-ball deluxe locally, but the price that they had for it was like really high. And so I didn't even bother reaching out to them because I was just like, they're asking way too much money for this. But then apparently the guy talked to him and asked him if they had any other pinball machines, and they're like, yeah, we have these other two. And he got them for $4,000, which is, whew. A killer deal. I think that last week I played Star Trek, the Next Generation, and that is probably my favorite wide body. Maybe Judge Dredd, but what a cool game that game is. Yeah, and apparently, like, he's been really wanting an Electra back for a long time because he had one. So it's a really cool story that, like, I think it was one of the first pinballs that he had and he had to get rid of it. So now he's got one back. Yeah, Next Generation's a good game. I've heard that sometimes they can have issues with things breaking on them. I don't know a whole lot about that. That was cool. Now what do we do though? I'm gonna have to grab it, but that wouldn't happen if there was glass on it, I guess. Well, if your friend ever wants to sell it, I think out of any wide body, I would love to have one of those. And actually, a wide body would fit in here perfectly, in this space. And then all the other stuff would go on the other side here. Oh. Woo. Ah, that was kind of funny. All right, we are spelling letters. There we go. Oh, too late. No! Ah. Yeah, the Next Generation Doctor is very fun. Very, very fun game. I had no idea. I had always played, the newer Star Trek. And I think they wanted $1 for it, and I was like, I'd rather play like a modern Stern at that price. But then on location for a tournament, it's one of the games that showed up for me. So I literally was like, oh, I've never played this before, and I don't know how to. But man, I wish that they would bring wide body. I know that they're like stupid, heavy and whatnot, but I think it'd be pretty cool if a company Flipper went out. If a company made a wide body again. Free game, free game. Inlane to flipper transition has a little bounce. Alright, what are you talking about? Did I get that one plastic rail fixed on the right end lane? Oh, this right here? No, this is still not fixed. I need to fix that. So the ball will get stuck right here. Ah! I wish, this is actually kind of wide in my mind. I wish that this was a little bit higher. Uh-oh, no ball. Yep. Alright, we're starting to lose the game again. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely this. When I touch it, it starts working again. Where's the ball? We're gonna turn it off. Yeah, I think we got some cold solder joints on the left flipper. Because it seems like, once I start shaking that. Oh no! We don't have any more credits. I'll have to send you a. Well, I'll show you on this camera here, Jason. Hold on. Oh wow. All right, take this camera right here. So right here, just the solder joints. I gotta angle my camera here. Right here. If I just wiggle that, everything comes back. So I think that's our issue. I think that's the problem. I mean, that would make sense that that's the problem if it's working once I mess with it. All right, here we go. So, are we back? Yep, we're back. So actually, that's really good. I'm glad I put this on stream because I was worried. I was like, oh, I don't want to move this thing all the way over here and then have an issue and not have something in the streaming rig. But I'm glad I did because then I got to figure out what's wrong with it. Does the other ones move around that much? No. I mean, yeah, but no. No, not nearly as much. This one's pretty loose. So I wonder if there's something loose, like to tighten that up a little better. Oh, see, it's out again. Now watch this. Oh wait, remember this was... Oh, okay. That might be a separate thing. The saucer. Yeah. Yep. Inlane 5X I gotta get. It's a E-ring that's really annoying, and it's a very annoying spot to work. And then it seems like this saucer sometimes wants to give me issues, so maybe I'll reflow that solder too. And then yeah, it's this part right here. So if I hold it there and then let it go, because of the way that the plastic is broken, the ball just rests there. Oh, almost got it. Didn't. That's another reason though why I want to set up some sort of portable system, whether it's a rail to the ceiling or, you know, portable rig. So if a machine goes down, I can move over to another one. Yeah, the save gate also, I noticed, was flipping back and forth when it goes out. Not sure what that's about. So if that coil is loose, is there a way to tighten it? Because it's, you know, a lot more loose than the right flipper. That's right, you do want me to take that apart, trace it. Do I have to put like measurements? Or you want me to mail that piece of paper traced to you? Is that what you want? Did you have the exact dimensions? Ah, flippers are out again. Alright. Let's see if they go back on when I do this. Yep! That's our problem. I'm gonna see if these screws need to be tightened here. Turning it off. Don't worry. Ah, yeah, okay. Those screws are kind of loose. Ah, that's still kind of loose. Definitely need to reflow that solder. Yeah, alright. Maintenance time. Hold on. Experiencing technical difficulties. Actually, I think this one has power inside it. If I remember correctly. Oh, I do have a micro measuring tool that I could get the exact measurements, if that helps. I'm just gonna put this up so that I can get in there. Anybody who's expecting to ever get a pinball machine, or planning to ever get a pinball machine, expects to do this kind of stuff. You will be lifting it up. You will be resoldering things. It is a part of the deal. Okay? Thank you. Okay. I love it when these machines have a plug inside it. I don't know if you can really see it from here, but there's a plug inside the machine, and so I don't have to run a separate cable or anything like that. Just really nice. So we're going to reflow solder on this left flipper, and hopefully that fixes the issue. We have to keep in consideration that there are diodes that we want to keep connected here. Scan the part one by one, one to one. Takes a couple precise measurements. If it matches something you saw, there's a height spacer riveted. Yes, there is a height spacer rivet. Okay, cool. Yep, it's nice. Really, really nice that they thought about this, because I have some pinball machines that do not have that power on the inside. So, first and foremost, you want a clean tip. And don't breathe that in. Here, I'll try to get you a camera angle here of what I'm doing. Because right now you're just seeing nothing. Can't quite see it. I don't think you're going to. But I want you to. There we go. Okay. I need a little thing that says maintenance time. Or something like that. Hi, Durplays. Yeah, I'm having fun, but now I'm having to resolder this because I think we found the issue with this game. It seems like the solder needs to be reflowed on the left flipper. It seems as if there are issues with it connecting properly, and then it's cutting the power to everything else. And you want to use some new solder when doing this also. So, alright, that first one is good. Don't breathe it in. Yeah, this solder has flux in it. Yeah, it really helps a lot to get the other stuff melted if you add some new solder with flux in it to the old solder in there. And all I'm doing is melting it and basically letting it reconnect. And the hope is that that rejuvenates that connection and allows it all to pass electricity the way we want it to be passing. So, if anybody has any other soldering tips, I'll take them. I've been soldering for quite a few years, but not on pinball or arcades. Pinball and arcades have been about a year, maybe not even that. So, if you have any tips, I've soldered a lot of audio cables throughout my days. I wonder if I should just do the right side since I'm here, right? Might as well. There's actually not a lot of solder on the right side, surprisingly. So, yeah. Let's do the right side. Ooh, that just came off. That actually might be a really loose connection. Don't breathe it in! Don't breathe it in! Live repairs, yep. I feel like I should do once a week just a stream of me working on something. Because that would help motivate me to actually work on the machines that I need to fix. I have decided I am selling Space Invaders and a Junior Pac-Man. I have somebody coming this weekend to get them. And with that money, I will have enough for a Foo Fighters, which is exciting. So that is, ooh, careful, don't burn the wire. That is a hopeful endeavor coming up. I just have too many machines that aren't working, and it kind of stops me from working on any of them. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but my friend Nick Madsen calls it buffet eyes. And he is definitely responsible in many ways for me getting into this hobby. He actually met me through Instagram. And my Instagram and MN Retro Gamer in general was actually all focused on home console stuff. So Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, all that. And he on Instagram met me, started chatting, and he was like, man, wait until you get into arcades. And I was like, well, I'd like to own a couple. There are a few that I'm very interested in. Didn't know how to do a cap kit, didn't know how to replace a flyback, I didn't know anything. I had at that time already owned a Aero Fighters, which I still own. Ooh, okay, this wire is pretty bad. Yeah, I owned an Aero Fighters, and it was already working, so I didn't need to do anything with it. And except for recently it seems like there's possible issues with it. But yeah, I learned a lot that summer about repair, what I like to do, what I don't like to do, and I definitely got those buffet eyes, like Nick says. And in one summer, I bought, I think, 11 or 12 arcade machines, which I still have, probably 8 or 9 of them. But then I went back again, and I got Space Invaders and a Buck Hunter, which I already sold because it needed way more work than I actually thought it did. But then he said, well, wait until you get into pinball, because he owns a Stranger Things, a Godzilla, a Jaws, and these are all premiums, of course. And I think that's all he owns. He wants to get a Metallica remastered. I don't remember what else he owns. But yeah, he said, wait until you get into pinball. And I was like, no, not doing it. Way too expensive. Oh, now look at me. I went to Nashville, Tennessee for work. And it was like, got a friend who lives there. Good friend of mine, he was in my wedding. And I was like, hey man, love to hang out. And he was like, yeah, sounds great. What do you want to do? And I'm like, well, I'm into arcades. And he was like, what about pinball? Do you like pinball? And I'm like, I don't know. I think. Maybe. I guess I don't really know a lot about it. And I was definitely one of those people that thought pinball was just literally trying to keep the ball going. And that's it. And then I learned this whole other world that we are now in. Of rule sets and strategies and techniques. And then I did a competition and was like, oh my god, this is everything that I love. I love competition, but I don't necessarily need to win. It's just like competing is the drug, I guess, right? So yeah, I don't necessarily need to win. Wow, this is a really old solder. I don't even know if anyone's still listening to me because I have not been paying attention to the chat and just talking. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I got Jurassic Park: The Lost World was the first one, because I was like, man, what do I want my first machine to be? And I was like, I really only have maximum like $2,500. So I found Jurassic Park: The Lost World on Facebook Marketplace in Kansas City, Missouri. Do I live in Kansas City, Missouri? No. Does my sister live in Kansas City, Missouri? Yes. So I got a $99 flight. Actually, I think it was $90. And layover in Colorado. And then went from Colorado to Kansas City. Spent the night at my sister's. Rented a minivan. Picked up Jurassic Park: The Lost World. And drove it back to Minnesota by myself. Still one of my favorite memories of adulthood. It just felt like I was on an adventure, and it was awesome. It was really, really fun. I'd like to do another trip someday. I am a part of the Kansas City Pinball Facebook group. They are nice enough to let me be a part of it because of the fact that my sister lives in the area, and I'm a big fan of pinball. So sometimes I'll search Kansas City or the Chicago area where my brother lives and see if there's any good opportunities. And sometimes there is. Now, would I do this again? because I didn't necessarily get like a killer deal on the machine. I got it for $2,300, which is fine. It's right around the price, but then realizing later how many issues it has had, and how many things I've had to do to fix it. I would take more time next time and learn everything about the machine mechanically to then decide if I want to do that or not. Am I glad I did it? Absolutely. Do I wish that it was not as much work as it was? I don't know, because I mean, I definitely learned a lot. I had to fix a right flipper, or sorry, a left flipper, which wasn't working at all. You know, even just bulbs and stuff like that. So, okay, Andrew's done talking to himself. Probably almost done with the stream here. Let me check the chat here. Let's see if that did anything. Find out right now. Let's see. We went on a date to the arcade, decided you need a machine shortly after. Yeah, they start breeding. You only played opportunistically before. Yeah. The first machine is rarely a deal. Yeah. This machine actually, I got a really great opportunity, but again, it needs a lot of work. Okay. That is good news. Hey-oh. Did we just fix it, guys? They feel good. They actually feel maybe a little snappier? Is that possible? Because the left one sometimes would like double flip on its own. Yeah, you definitely you start realizing what something's actually worth when you learn what things are actually broken. And what it's gonna cost to fix it, and all that stuff. So, cool. I think we're back, everybody. That's great. We got a lot of people hanging out right now. Thank you for waiting. I know that soldering is not necessarily the most exciting thing in the world, but it's necessary, and I think we just fixed the machine. Because there definitely was questions of like, oh, these flippers are going out, and I don't know why. But I think we just had some cold solder joints. So I appreciate you guys lurking and helping me build this channel. I stream every day if you're new. Says it right there underneath me. 4 machines in the collection right now. We have this, Black Pyramid, The Lost World Jurassic Park, Police Force, and an EM called Straight Flush, which is the next thing I need to work on. So maybe what we'll do is we'll put that on stream next, and it's just going to be a maintenance stream. If you want to hang and talk, awesome. I'm sure the content is probably not that exciting, but some people just want to hang out and have someone to talk to. I am happy to be that person. Yeah, these feel snappier. They feel good. So, don't forget to reflow your solder, folks. Ooh, that was bad. Let me pull my chat back up here. Alright. No sparks or arcs. I don't want that up. Okay. Yeah, I didn't make it worse right now. That we know. Alright, one more for 200. Ow! And it was ball 3. Shoot. Free game. We gotta play again. It's the rules. Alright, so pretty much last thing on this thing is that 5 times. And this broken plastic. Feels good to get things working again. This every now and then, that left sling wants to shoot on its own. Maybe I need to reflow that solder also. Maybe it's somehow making a connection. Oh no, you did something with your camera? Pixelated? Sorry to hear that. Woo! Ah! Man! Tough game. I would love to see this in a, like, tournament final. This would be a very, very cool game to see. Oh, I love it when that happens, because then you get 2. Woo! Yeah, that's where the 5X would have came into play. Switch could be bouncing. Oh, I haven't done the saucer yet. I guess if the saucer starts giving me an issue again, I think that the power for the saucer is somehow fed through these flippers. Because when I messed with it, it would go back. Yeah, I'm not hitting anything right now. Boop. Burp. Oh. That needs to be looked at too. But yeah, I mean, this is playing good. Feeling good. Yeah, 5 times is I haven't it's literally just an E-ring. So the way that the drop targets work are there's this bar with 3 metal like squares that the drop targets sit in, and when you start a game they pop up and then they'll pop back down once you hit them, but you have to get this E-ring off in order to get the target in. A rod goes through it and then you put the E-ring back on, but it's like, it's not something I want to do during a stream because it's probably going to take me an hour. Because it's like in a really, really annoying spot. So like I have the target there. It's just not connected right now. So it's not popping back up. It also answered my question of whether or not I should replace the 2 and the 3, and I'm going to wait until those break, because it's a very, very annoying thing to do. Oh, okay, those coils were driving things. Ah, interesting. That's a good idea with the E-clip kit. These are very different looking E-clips than I've ever seen. I'll send you a photo later. Alright, one more game after this. One more ball, though. Yeah, my mouth's just freaking out. I just realized I haven't had any water. Oh, that would be nice pixelated to be able to adjust all that. For sure. Ooh. Okay. Last game, everybody. If anybody wants to do me a favor. Well, actually, if Backlog Boys is on, yeah, okay, we will be rating Backlog Boys after this game. Backlog Boys is probably one of the most entertaining, like, he makes it a show. He has, like, channel redeem points that you can, you can use towards him doing silly stuff that is forcing him to stop playing video games, and he has to, like, go do push-ups, or the camera, like, stretches really weird, or it turns gray and he's like all sad. Like, it's a really fun show, and he also, like, really gets into RPG video games, which I kind of live that part of me through him, because I don't want, it's not that I don't have the time, I could, but I don't necessarily want to invest the amount of time that he invests into, like, he 100% beats his games. And that is not me. If it was pinball, especially like Insider Connect stuff, I'll go for that all day, every day. But yes, he's very, very fun. And we will be rating him. He actually just had a newborn baby. So he even, if it's time to, like, feed the baby, he'll, like, he doesn't want to put his kid on the internet right now, and so he'll have it, like, blurred out when he's feeding his kid. He's good. He's really good. So stick around. We're gonna do that right after this ball, unless if we get a match. Woo! All right. Yeah, that 5 times will really help me. I'm trying to get that R. Uh-oh, that happens when the target's not up correct. Come on, R. Come on. There we go. So now they're all relit, and I could spell Black Pyramid again. That's the game. All right, we're gonna watch the match. We're gonna see if we got a match here. No match. Okay. Hey guys, we did some really great stuff in pinball today. We fixed our flippers. Sorry, Gate. At least it seems like we did. Which also seems to be helping with the power flow to the rest of the machine. We need to get the 5X fixed. So maybe we'll do that on stream. But again, I think it would take too long. So please hit the follow button. This is, you know what I'm saying. Alright. We are going to head out of here. Gonna get some music to you guys quick. And sorry, that was abrupt. Cool, everybody. Twitch Hangout, we're gonna do a raid, and then if you need to go, go. But always stick around for the raid. Okay.